Hi, welcome to Facebook Live, Flowers Medical Group. Today we're going to do a session on functional training. And with us today we have our partner Lee Haney, Mr. Olympia 8 times. In fact, Lee was Mr. Olympia the 8 years I was in college and med school. So what an awesome thing to follow his career along. He's trained every level of athlete, and we're so fortunate to have him train here at Flowers Medical Group. So Lee, I wanted to go through a couple of things about functional training, what it is, what it's like to go through that, and then we'll demonstrate some moves and things that we use in functional training.
All right, well, thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. Hey, guys, this this facility, Flowers Medical, is absolutely incredible. This is the only one in this region of the country, which we're located right here in Georgia, Cobb County. Okay, so if you're looking for us, that's where we'll be located. Now, we're going to talk a bit about functional training, what it does and how it should look. Now, functional training is, in fact, a way in which we manage the age through different movements such as strength, core, cardio, and flexibility. You have to have a combination of those 4 elements in order to have the body functionally fit, which is, again, age management. It helps to manage age. So we're going to do a quick example of what that should look like. Now, notice, we're standing, we're not sitting, because the last thing you want to do in managing age is sit. You know, for the most part, when you go into your nutritional fitness centers, everything's designed to sit. You're sitting while training bicep. You're sitting while training your chest. You're sitting while doing leg extension. You sit while driving the car. You sit in office. You're sitting by the computer. So guess what? Your stabilization, your core muscles never get any work. The next thing you know, you turn into a pillow of nothing. So we're going to show you a few exercises that you can use right there in the comfort of your home. And notice we have an incredible functional wellness center set up right here at Flowers Medical. And I'm going to give you a few movements, and Doc's going to do the demonstrations, okay? So Doc, we're going to start first with using the dumbbells. And again, guys, what we use here is very cost effective. You can go to any sporting goods store and buy these, right, Doc?
Okay.
So we're going to first do bicep curls. That's basic, fundamental principle. One leg out front, Doc, because that's the way we would stand if we're going to curl or push anything.
Okay.
All right, let's curl up. Give me about 5 reps. Generally, we would go about 12 reps or 15 when we're doing functional training. Functional training is the way it should, the order in which it should work is almost like circuit. Okay, so Doc just finished working his biceps. Now we're going to go to shoulders, Doc. So we got one leg out front, we're coming here. Okay, we did our push biceps, pull biceps, now push shoulders, 5 repetitions. And again, we're just giving you an example of how it should look. And notice Doc has his core muscles engaged here. So when you're pushing or pulling, your stomach muscles should always be at attention. You should also have one leg out front for balance and stabilization. Great, Doc.
Feels good.
Okay. I'll take those. Now, the next movement we'll do, because we went curl, pull, shoulder presses, push, and that's the order in which you want to mix your exercises. Pull, push, or push, pull. Okay? Now, we're going to do what is called a wood, no, let's do a squat toss.
Okay.
Now, I love medicine ball training. This is a fantastic way to sort of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because in doing so, you're able to get that cardio in and work the muscle at the same time. These are very cost effective. You may see them in gyms, but for the most part, you won't see them in gyms. So, Doc, we're going to do an example of what is called a squat toss. So we squat, working the glutes, and notice as we squat, the back has to have a curve so that we keep the back what is called in neutral. So we don't engage the back muscles. We only want to use the glutes and the core.
Okay. And
in this particular movement, we use the shoulders too. So we got cardio going on at the same time.
Okay.
So Doc, nice wide stance. We squat, and we come up, toss. There we go. 2, perfect. 3, and notice Doc is working his shoulders too. He's squatting, and again, depending upon where you are, you may not want to go as low as Doc is going at the length you're squatting. But notice he's keeping his heels flat on the floor. Generally, you would do around 10, 12 repetitions here. That's great, Doc.
Good. Yeah, that's balance, flexibility, and agility.
All of that.
Yeah. Hand-eye.
And hand-eye coordination and
yes,
the cardio's in there.
Cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now let's do another one called wood chops. See, what we like to do and what we teach in functional training is strength, and again, as I stated earlier, and cardio. So this was the cardio / strength movement, all given at the same time. So we're going to do now what is called a wood chop. As we come up, chop, and we have the arms totally stretched so we can work the back muscles here. And we chop down using, again, the glutes, keeping the lower back neutral, and the core.
Okay.
Come up, stretch your arm, squat it. There we go. 2, very good. 3, this is a 4-pound ball. You can go as high as 8, 10, 12, but I advise not going too heavy when you're initially getting started. Remember, the goal is to stimulate, not annihilate. Okay, Doc.
All right, good.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
How you
Opens
feeling?
up the chest. Good. You're breathing, deep breathing, engage all the muscles.
There you go.
So,
And then particularly after a set like that, the other thing we want to do too is stretch. So we'll lunge to the right, and this is also a way in which you can take a breather. So you lunge to the right a bit, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000s. Then let's go to the left, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. And remember, you want to slowly warm cold muscles. Don't just try to touch your toes time you get in the gym. You do, you're going to hurt yourself. And they may take you out in the ambulance looking just like this, okay? Okay, let's go to the middle, Doc. This is growing nice and loose. There we go. Growing nice and loose here. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Stimulate. Don't annihilate. Now we reach for the hamstrings. Here we go. There we go. Very good. And we go to 1 5,000s. Okay, we come back up. There we go. So we went curl for the biceps, push for the shoulders. Then we threw in the squat tosses, cardio, glutes, core, and all of that good stuff. Then we just came back with stretching, so we got flexibility in there also. Now we're going to do a core movement, which is called standing leg raises. Now, when most people think of strengthening the core of the abdominal lower back area, they generally think of sit-ups. Well, sit-ups is not a natural function. It really isn't. We do it, particularly in the field of bodybuilding, to get crazy looking abs. However, the true function of the abdominal areas should really be, as far as training, it happens in a walking motion, just like so, because this is natural. Laying on the flat surface and raising up and touching your knees 8 million times is not. And eventually will lead to stress in the L4 and L5 area. So you want to avoid that. So what do you do instead of that? Standing leg raises. So this is what we'll do. We're going to bring the right leg across towards the left shoulder. So we come here across the body. 1, 1. As you come up, squeeze. 2, squeeze. 3, squeeze. Keep going, Doc. And see what's happening. This imitates the walking motion. And this is how you train your abs. This is one of the reasons why you see sprinters with such great abdominal muscles, because of the stepping motion.
Good.
Very good.
Flexibility, balance, agility.
That's it.
It's,
stabilization.
Yeah.
And see, as you manage your age, you got to have that, right? So now, we also realize that some of you may not be physically able to do this particular movement now. So, in that case, you can lean against something such as this, a rack, to balance yourself and still come up and squeeze, just like so. 15 on the right leg, 15 on the left. So you're still getting the job done. So that's how you make it happen, guys.
Awesome.
And I want you to know too that we offer these services, these particular services, functional training is part of the Flowers Medical. We do it all right here So we didn't leave no stone unturned
Yeah.
as you put together this facility, right, Doc?
That's awesome. And we really feel like this is part of the medical treatment. So the fitness medical center, so it is very unique, really. So a lot of times there's parts of this that people participate in, but exercise, as we know, is a part of a medical treatment. It's one of the best medicines that we have for lots of diseases, whether it's cardiovascular disease, inflammation, lowers our risk of cancers. So it's really an integral part of what we do at Flowers Medical. I think one of the things we didn't talk about was actually assessment, right? So to have your body looked at and assessed, so when we're doing the training, that's part of Lee's approach, is the first thing is to assess you. Where is your level? And meet your need of where you are. And also assess, what do you do every day?
Right.
What do you need to function? Are you lifting boxes and pulling things off the shelf? Or are you picking things up? What is your job and what is your day-to-day? The same is true for medical. So we're about assessing. So we do a full assessment metabolically. And so metabolically, we look at for the things that contribute to this, whether it's metabolics, what causes energy reduction, your hormonal balance, nutritional balance, all that has to be together.
Yes.
We anticipate what happens to our body as we age. So this is where this all comes together with the age management medicine piece, that all these pieces are integrated here at Flowers Medical like no other place.
Mm-hmm. And this is exactly what we do, and the plans are set up to be individualized. If you're at this level, then we got a plan there. If you're here, we got a plan there. So as Doc was saying, we build a program based upon your particular needs and where you are as far as hormonal balance, where you are physically, before you touch your weight or any of these different movements I just shown you. We do an assessment, do a walkthrough with you to make sure that you're able to do them properly without pain or injury, because it's our job to effectively give you exactly what you need without creating pain, but to be effective.
Absolutely. And so how this typically starts is to just call the office. And so we'll do a phone consultation. We get to understand what your health goals are, or maybe what your health problems are. And we tell you exactly what our plan would be for designing that for you. And then the comprehensive visit would include a combination of fitness analysis, functional training, medical assessment, and lifestyle coaching. So Lee, you're obviously a world expert on this, and so you actually have a book that's coming out.
Yes, we are so excited to introduce this new book called Fit at Any Age. And that's what we all want to be, Doc. We want to be fit at any age. Not just at the age of 50, where we're hanging out at, but also 70, 80, 90. And so that's what Fit at Any Age is all about. We talk about exercise as it should look and as it should feel. With the 45 and older, we talk about what nutrition should look like with foods that will replenish and help the body repair itself. We also talk about how to deal with stress, because as you know, if you're hit with stress, you can have the finest and the most healthiest body in the world. But if you don't know how to deal with the emotional thing that comes along with this journey, then it will tear you to pieces. It can destroy a body in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
So all of this is part of my new book, Fit at Any Age. And we'll be promoting that and launching it in the latter part of May. So you can also come to the Flowers website, our website here, and get information on it. Or you can go to leehaney.com and find out about it. Matter of fact, we got some cool trailers on there now.
Okay.
So we're very excited about that. You get all that you need in the way of service and expertise right here at Flowers Medical.
Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you in about a month as we do our next Facebook Live event.